A lot of hard work, but also a lot of fun. And I have an awesome team that is trying to put my weird words that I say into a shoe, which is great because I'm like, I want the thing that goes the thing. And then they're like, okay, we got it.
Ever wondered what real privilege in women's basketball looks like? Just take a look at jaWilson's latest move with Nike. She's out here promoting her signature shoe, while Caitlin Clark, who's truly transforming the game, gets completely overlooked by the same billion-dollar brand. Wilson's got a whole ad campaign focused on winning, but when it came to the playoffs, her team suffered a low-rated, disappointing loss. Meanwhile, Clark's busy setting records and using her platform to elevate the entire WNBA. So, who's actually making a difference here? While Wilson seems to focus on herself, Clark's got her eyes on the bigger picture. In this video, we'll break down the contrast between Wilson's and Clark's Nike appearances, explore their different messages, and show why, even though Nike missed the mark, Clark remains a strong role model and ambassador. Don't forget to subscribe to stay tuned for more. Ready? Let's dive in.
Come on, Andy, you know the question for that. You know the answer for that.
You won't believe the chaos jaWilson stirred up with her Nike deal. It's like a slow-motion train wreck, and we're here to watch it all unfold. Remember when Nike made a big deal about giving her a signature shoe? Well, that move might come back to bite them. Here's what's happening. Nike's been hyping up Aja's shoe forever, creating a flashy star logo to position her as basketball royalty. But while they were busy rolling out the red carpet for Aja, Caitlin Clark came along and completely shifted the game.
It's very interesting to see the creative minds behind the project, but it's been tons of fun. And I think it's uniquely to me because it's a shoe that can do a lot. It's a versatile shoe.
Nike's sweating bullets now, realizing they totally missed the mark on the biggest name in women's basketball. jaWilson sitting back with her MVP trophies, thinking she's still the star. But here's the reality check. It's all Caitlin Clark all the time now. It's so bad that Nike's in panic mode, trying to keep Aja from looking like yesterday's news, but let's be honest. That ship has sailed, capsized, and sunk. And here's the juicy part. Rumors are swirling that Nike's too afraid of upsetting Aja to give Caitlin her own shoe anytime soon. They're reportedly considering delaying Caitlin's launch until 2026 or 2027 just to avoid bruising Aja's ego. Now, that's what you call fumbling the bag.
Struck absolute gold when they signed Caitlin Clark to an 8-year, $28 million endorsement deal. So why in the world are they ignoring her?
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out here breaking records, selling out arenas, and bringing major attention to the sport. She signed a massive $28 million, 8-year deal with Nike. But what does she have to show for it? Nothing. No promo, no shoe, and her fans are losing it. The real kicker? Aja's signature shoe, the A1, won't even be available until 2025. All this fuss over a shoe that's still months away, while Aja talks about how long and challenging the process has been. Cry me a river, Aja. And Nike's genius solution. Make Caitlin wait even longer. Yep, instead of putting the spotlight on the game's most exciting player, they're delaying her launch while Aja plays shoe designer. Fair? Not even close.
They signed the woman to build a brand around. Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Caitlin Clark. Instead, in the early Clark era, Nike stock has tanked over the span and the CEO just got ousted. By the way, though Clark got famous around 22, if you want to buy her shoe, you could be waiting until 2026 or 2027.
Here's the bottom line. Nike's in the middle of a PR disaster, juggling jaWilson's big ego with Caitlin Clark's skyrocketing popularity, and it's a messy situation. But buckle up, folks, this ride is just getting started. Here's the real irony. How's Clark handling all this? Calm as ever, no drama. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We appreciate your time. Now, back to the action. Remember when jaWilson called out other players for their privileges?
You can wear it's not a big man shoe, a big woman shoe. It's a shoe that it's going to be comfortable for everyone, and I hope everyone feels that. So I think it's uniquely to me because it is something it can adapt and adjust to anything, and I feel like that's me.
Oh, the irony. Looks like Miss High and Mighty is dealing with a serious case of foot in mouth. But here's where it gets really good. Caitlin Clark's response is something that'll make you want to stand up and cheer. The difference between Caitlin and Aja isn't just about scoring. It's all in the attitude. And let me tell you, the contrast couldn't be more striking.
Reminds me a lot of you. It's like, you say it's not really about me. It's just, and she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at basketball, but like, she understands her privilege and like what pushes her over the top. In a sense, it reminds me a lot of you. And I mean that's
Aja's strutting around like she's the queen of the court, acting like everyone should just feel lucky to be in her presence. Newsflash, Aja. The world doesn't owe you anything. At whole, on the star attitude, it's getting stale fast. Now, take a look at Caitlin. She's breaking records left and right, but you wouldn't know it from her attitude. She's humble, grateful, and always giving credit to her team. It's like she doesn't even realize she's the hottest name in women's basketball right now. And is she complaining about Nike? Not at all. She's busy using her platform to lift up the entire WNBA. Just recently, at a Nike event, she made it clear that
the more people can get out and watch the W or watch the college game or whatever it is, the better it's going to be for the future.
that's what real leadership looks like. And here's the kicker. When things don't go Aja's way, she's faster to point fingers than a kid in a candy store. After a game against the New York Liberty, she complained, "I just feel like we're not getting the calls we deserve. It's frustrating when you're playing hard, and it feels like the refs aren't seeing it. Maybe try focusing on playing better instead of blaming the refs, Aja."
The amount of people that have showed up in the stadiums, from the viewership numbers to people really wanting to wear a WNBA player's jersey or buy their merch or whatever it is, or have their shoe, just how it's evolved in such a short period of time, I think shows everyone, there is real opportunity here, and there has been opportunity here.
Caitlin takes responsibility like a true champ. After a tough game, she's always the first to admit, "I need to do better for my team. I can't let them down like that. We win together and we lose together, and I take that responsibility seriously." That's what real leadership looks like, folks.
It's said that the best point guards are more worried about their teammates than they are about themselves. What do you like more, setting your teammates up or scoring the ball yourself?
Honestly, I think setting my teammates up, I think that just provides so much more energy to the team. It gets everybody going, and when everybody can touch the ball and get going in that way, I think it just everybody just flows a little bit better. The offense flows a little bit.
And let's talk about how they treat their teammates. Aja acts like she's the only one carrying the team, while Caitlin is always praising her squad, saying things like, "I wouldn't be where I am without my teammates. They push me every day and make me a better player. I'm grateful for every one of them." It's clear to see the difference. You think fans don't notice this? They absolutely do. They can tell who's genuine and who's just playing a part. Aja's entitled attitude is definitely pushing fans away. Ouch. That's got to sting.
I'm going to go out there and I'm going to try to be the best. I get y'all saying best player in the world. That's great. It looks great. But I want to be the best person. I want to be the best teammate, because that's how I get the best out of my team.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's humility and accountability are attracting fans to women's basketball like never before. One fan put it perfectly. Caitlin is the kind of player you want to root for. She's talented but never forgets where she came from or who helped her get there. This difference in attitude isn't just a popularity contest. It could determine their futures in the sport. Aja may have the trophies now, but Caitlin has the heart of the people, and in the long run, that's what truly matters.
That's what's so exciting. So the more we can continue to expand that and continue to have games on national television and get people in seats, because when they show up in a stadium, they're always coming back. That's usually how it works. They fall in love with a team or a player, or maybe they go for one player and then they, like another player.
All right, let's put aside Aja's little pity party for a moment and focus on someone who's truly changing the game. Caitlin Clark. This girl isn't just playing basketball. She's rewriting the entire playbook. Want numbers? Caitlin is bringing in viewers like no one else. We're talking packed arenas and soaring TV ratings, but that's just the beginning. This isn't just about playing ball anymore. Caitlin is revolutionizing the whole sport. Let's break it down. Her work ethic is off the charts. While Aja might be lounging by the pool, Caitlin is living in the gym. For her, practice isn't just a routine. It's a way of life. She's everywhere, connecting with fans, uplifting her teammates, and promoting the entire league. And get this, Caitlin is focused on the bigger picture, advocating for more national TV exposure and saying things like, "We need to show the world what women's basketball is all about."
Honestly, it makes me smile in return. For me, I'm just myself. That's what I try to be. I try to just be a great role model for them, and I think it speaks to how I was raised as a kid. I've loved every second of playing sports, but also My parents always preach there's so much more to life than just.
Caitlin isn't just focused on herself. She's thinking about the whole sport. Fans can't get enough of her authenticity, and her social media is blowing up with millions of followers hanging on her every word. It's a stark contrast to Aja's me-first attitude. Let's be honest. Caitlin Clark isn't just redefining what it means to be a basketball player. She's redefining what it means to be a role model in women's sports. She prioritizes her team and community in a way that makes jaWilson look completely out of touch. So while Aja is busy polishing her trophies and complaining about privilege, Caitlin is out here changing the game, one fan at a time. And believe me, it's not even close.
Clark and the many athletes that are coming into the WNBA are showing that these endorsement deals will follow great players and great ambassadors.
Here's a thought. Everything we know about women's basketball might be about to change. While jaWilson is focused on protecting her legacy, Caitlin Clark is busy building her own empire. The difference between them is striking. This isn't just about two players. It's about the future of the WNBA. Aja seems to think her MVP trophies will keep her in the spotlight forever, but that's not the case. The game is evolving faster than ever, and she's being left behind. People are starting to notice, and brands are eager to partner with Caitlin. Fans can't get enough of her, and even the men's league is taking note of what she's contributing to the sport. Why? Because Caitlin Clark isn't just a player, she's leading a movement.
Curious, where would you rank her amongst all-time college players, in your opinion?
Ooh, that's tough because you got to win one. I feel like that college is one of those spaces where you got to win one for them to even have your name in the conversation. And it took me 3 years to win mine, so it's.
Here's where jaWilson is missing the mark. She doesn't realize that her success is connected to the league's success. She's so caught up in being the top player that she's overlooking the bigger picture. On the other hand, Caitlin Clark is all about lifting others up.
Superstar. Not a female superstar. She is a superstar.
We were coming to see Caitlin Clark play.
She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle.
In every interview and public appearance, she highlights her teammates, the league, and the fans. This focus is important because Caitlin's vision for expanding women's basketball is bringing in new fans and creating fresh opportunities, while Aja is stuck in the past, concentrating on personal achievements that are becoming less relevant by the day.